Welcome to another 31 Days of Horror 2018 video. You may be wondering where Leslie is, because she did actually watch this movie I am about to talk about. Well, let's just say that her review would go something along the lines of this. What the hell did I just watch? What was the point of that movie? You're on your own. How many stars do you give it? 1. Just for being nice. Okay, and that is Leslie's review of It Comes at Night from 2017. We watched it on Netflix, so I don't have anything here to show you. The film is essentially, it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic film, which right up my alley. Love post-apocalyptic films. Essentially centers around a family that is has secured themselves in a house in the woods, almost cabin-like, but really elaborate. Lots of rooms, lots of different things going on, and there happens to be something outside, some kind of unnatural threat, if you will, so they can't go outside during the night because it comes at night. So they end up they are secluded. That's how they're surviving, essentially, using the forest to go out and forage, etc. But eventually another family comes along, 2 individuals, and they let them into their home, and that brings about some tension, and then it climaxes and everything goes, crap hits the fan. We'll just say that. We'll leave it at that, keep it spoiler free. The film is directed by a man named Trey Edward Schultz. He's also the writer on this film. He only has 1 previous feature credit to his name, and that's a drama called Krisha. Now, Krisha got some pretty good reviews, especially in regards to him and his talents. And being a drama, it's not surprising that he brought those talents over to this particular film as well. It is very dramatic, very dramatic. The first family, we've got Joel Egerton, who plays Paul, the father. You'll know Joel's probably the biggest face name in this film. You'll know him from films like Exodus, Gods and Kings, where he played King Ramses, a real dick. Or perhaps the film Black Mass with Johnny Depp, where he was John Connolly. Zero Dark 30, I think it was, Oscar award-winning film, where he played the Patrick. He was a squad team leader, but maybe not horror related, but genre fans will probably know him best from the films by Mr. Lucas, where he played Owen Lars. Yes, we are talking Star Wars Episode 2 and 3. Yes, he played the young Owen Lars. Carmen Ejogo plays Sarah, the mother in the film. I didn't really know her, I didn't recognize, well, I did, but I didn't. It was one of those things where I recognized Joel right off the bat. Carmen I didn't recognize until after we sat down and we're talking about it a little bit. But she's best known for the TV series Kidnapped, where she played Turner. Fantasy and magicians, young magicians, will probably know her from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, where she played the character of Serafina Bickery. But if you are into the genre that we are covering right here in this particular 31 days, you will know her as Eva Sanchez from The Purge Anarchy. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, and that's where I would have really, I haven't seen Kidnapped, but I had seen, I haven't seen Fantastic Beasts. I have Fantastic Beasts, but I haven't seen it. So yeah, I guess that's why I only know her from one movie. They have a son in this film. Kelvin Harrison Jr. plays Travis. Travis, the son who... He's a teenager. He's a teenager. So he's not exactly crazy old. So he hasn't done anything. He's relatively unknown, but he's no stranger to film. Prior to this film, he has over 10 credits to his name, and we're not talking about small, well, they are small credits, but they aren't small films. We're talking some big name films that he was involved in. So he's been on film sets of really large and small, and television as well. So yeah, just you wouldn't know him from any of them. Now, moving on to the intruders, the couple that come to the home after the fact. We've got Christopher Abbott, who plays the male intruder. Well, I'm calling them intruders because they are intruders. They intruded into this family's life. You would know him possibly from films like Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, Criminal Activities, or if you've ever seen the TV series Girls, he plays Charlie Datolo in that particular series. A series I have not watched myself, but I have seen Whiskey Tango Foxtrot and I think Criminal Activities. So he didn't really come off as somebody I recognize, but he didn't need to. I like it when I don't recognize people in films. I like them being unknowns. Which brings me to the next one, which is Riley Keough, who plays the female intruder. And you may know her. She played Christine Reed in the TV series The Girlfriend Experience. Again, not something I ever watched, but genre fans may know her from the films Kiss of the Damned or Mad Max Fury Road, where she played Anne and Capable, respectively. So, I believe I've done Kiss of the Damned. Have I done Kiss of the Damned? I know I own Kiss of the Damned. I think I've reviewed Kiss of the Damned on one of these 31 Days of Horror. I could be wrong, but I think I have. So, yeah, it is somebody who I recognized. Didn't know where from, but I did recognize the face. But luckily, because I didn't know where from, I didn't have any expectations from her. But that being said, all very, very good at their trade. The acting in this film is top notch. I had no problems whatsoever with the acting. Loved it. The directing, again, no problems. Really, really well done. And I'll tell you right now, whoever edited the trailer, holy crap. The trailer for this film looks amazing. Like, I would want to watch the film again if I had just seen the trailer and forgot what this movie was about. Like maybe a year or two down the road, I'll probably watch, you know, if somebody showed me the trailer, I'd be like, yeah, let's watch that. But then I would watch the film, and I would have the same problem that Leslie had with the film, and that's, what the fuck? Yeah, so I think this falls under that new thing that people are calling, what are they calling it? Smart horror or intellectual horror or something like that. This is one of those things where, yes, it's the drama plays out, and yes, there are some, well, there's a lot of tension. This film really pulls on tension. So if you're one of those people who likes the movies to be scary because of tension, you know, that suspense, then you'll probably dig this one a lot more than those who are looking for a good jump scare and lots of them. Because this film plays off of the unknown. And that's where I found I was getting a little peeved with the film. Sometimes I like the unknown, but there's got to be a lot more meat on the bones for me to be okay with that, because I'm one of those guys who likes to know. Leslie is even more so like that. And this film just doesn't let you know anything. They are just in this house, and yeah, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what happened. We don't know what, you know, the history. We don't know any of this stuff. We just know it, seeing it play out. That's not bad, but then it doesn't go anywhere. The story doesn't really go anywhere. We're just this one moment in time. We get this window to this one moment in time. We don't know the before. We don't really know the after. We just know the during. And it's really well told. The during is really well told, but I left this film wanting both the before. I wanted to know what the heck happened before. I wanted to know what brought it to this spot, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to know the after. I wanted to know where this, not just these people in general, but the world. I wanted to know where it was going, what was happening here. And we didn't get any of this. We didn't get any explanations. And yeah, it's because of that I'm knocking off a point. In terms of quality, acting, directing, visuals, all that kind of stuff, editing, sound, etc., it's probably a solid 3 out of 5 film. But because I'm not getting I don't know anything, and I want to know things, and they don't tell me anything, and I'm frustrated because of it, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. Would I recommend it? If you're big into those new intellectual horror films, you know, The Witch and such, and you're more into the experience that is displayed than other stuff, more into the art form that is there rather than the story as a whole, then you'll probably like this. Now, this does, I think, have a little bit more to the story than The Witch, but only slightly. Again, both of those are sort of in the moment and tell you the story. No, though The Witch does give you more before and after, the story itself is a little less entertaining, whereas this one's more entertaining, but the before and after aren't there. That's right, like art. Film is an art form. It's subjective, very, very subjective, and in this case, I wouldn't recommend it to most people, but if you're looking for that type of film, I know most horror fans, you know, if you're into the slashers, if you're into the gore, if you're into the ghost stories and all that kind of stuff, you'll probably watch the film and be disappointed. You most likely will. If you are very, very open-minded, you liked The Witch, you like that kind of something different, you prefer your ghost stories to be more suspenseful, rather than, you know, jump scares and stuff like that, this is probably going to be more up your alley, and you'll probably enjoy it quite a lot. But that, I find, is the minority in the horror community. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, 2 out of 5. Not gonna really give it a recommend, but it's a very well done film. It's just the writing portion of it kind of let me down. It's not that it was poorly written, it just let me down. And when you let me down, I'm not very happy. And when I'm not happy, you better watch out. Anyways, that's enough of the 31 Days of Horror here, a review of It Comes at Night. Let me know what you thought of the film down below if you saw it. Love to hear from you. More 31 Days of Horror 2018 to come. Perhaps tomorrow. Perhaps today. I don't even know when this video is getting uploaded. That's how crazy I am. But anyways, love to hear from you. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Till next video, take care. And stay scary.